All right.
All right.
Should I generally here?
Okay, wait. Before we start anything, let me tell you something. Story time. The other day, my friend wanted to shop for Black Friday, and holy fuck, are people crazy! We went into the shop, which I'll not include its name for some reasons, and everyone was shopping. It's a wonder we came out of there alive. It was like a colony of ants whose home just got caved in because a 5-year-old scientist named Billy decided to step on it. That got me thinking, in what areas of life do we behave like this? Is it because all of us want the same thing, or is it because we were programmed to act like this? Humans, biologically, are not at the top of the food chain, so in order to have a chance against predators, they grouped up. Basically, 2 heads are better than 1. However, it also brought in social complexities. You had to fit in with the tribe, hence the birth of trends. Trends have had a great influence in our life, both bad and good. What scares me is what the future holds for us. Thank you, Bree. What's your name, year, and major?
My name is Gregory Beal. I'm a sophomore here at Penn State, and my major is engineering science.
My name is Ashley Zeman. I'm a sophomore in mechanical and biomedical engineering.
My name is Sydney Stewart. I am a film production major with an entrepreneurship minor, and I'm a sophomore.
There we go.
My name is Sabrina Erin, and I'm a sophomore here at Penn State, and I am a film production student.
Have you ever used the word slay?
I use it daily. For a long time, I thought I was being one of the people that didn't do that, but it's become something that's really easy to say. I'm in a sorority, so it's something that a lot of the people around me understand, and it's also kind of fun to unironically buy into it because so many people around me say they're too good for that, and so being you know what, might as well fit in and do something that people understand.
I don't think I have. It's just not my vernacular. I know plenty of people who do though. It moderately irritates me. I don't know why. I kind of know why. I guess it just feels like a way to easily fit in. It almost annoys me that it's a trend thing, to some degree, but.
I have not used the word slay. I've heard it said a lot, but I never was a big fan of using those kind of slangs. So I definitely know of it, and I've definitely had friends who said it, but I never personally used it.
All the time. All the time. The word slay is very much in my dictionary. I probably use the word slay multiple times in a sentence. I will probably use it multiple times in this interview, and it's just gonna happen.
Did you ever pretend to like something to fit in?
100%. I can remember 8th grade was a very pivotal year for me where I started trying to, discover myself. So I tried reaching out to a lot of different groups and trying to connect with them, and there's definitely a lot of ways I tried to shift into those cultures and trying to like certain things to be accepted within those groups. And I'm glad that now I've just learned who I really am over time, so I don't feel as pressured to cave into those things, and I could find people that more match with things I genuinely like and enjoy.
Yeah, my friends enjoy my sorority friends enjoy doing makeup trends and stuff like that, and I'll let them do it. I'll be like, oh my gosh, it looks so good, and then usually I'll wipe it off an hour later. I personally don't think the smoky eye looks very good on me, but it is what it is.
I have pretended to like a lot of things to fit in through coming up.
How much do you think our day-to-day life is governed by trends?
I think our day-to-day life is immensely focused on trends and social norms. So not only is there trends that we have to follow and we want to be accepted by society, but there are also rules that society has that if you break them, you become outside the norm and you become deviant and you become different. So there's definitely a lot of conformity in our society. We definitely want to be like everyone so that we're liked by everyone. And so I think trends do play a big part of that, especially how we dress. You see definitely a bunch of people whenever they go out to parties and it's winter, they'll still wear crop tops or tank tops, and they're freezing, but they wear it because that's the trend for those types of social situations.
the word trend there, I guess, holds like a ton of weight, since I think like everybody is heavily influenced by like the society they grew up in and just what they see from the time they're a day old. For trends specifically, I do think that holds a lot of weight. I think especially nowadays the way we view like social media and celebrity culture has like a large impact on people and what they see as like, and what they want to be.
I think nowadays, in the 21st century, our day-to-day life is consistent of just trends. I think our day-to-day life is a lifestyle full of trends, whether you want it to be or not. Everything we do happened because of a trend, happened because of something we saw. We grew up in an age where we are formed through trends, through social media and everything that happens on top of that. So whether we want to or don't want to be influenced by these trends, we just are based off of the time that we grew up.
I think that depends on what you would call trends. I mean, technically, like even some of the basics of society could be considered trends. Like hand washing wasn't a norm until we found out it caused like massive sickness. And so I think it depends on like what's considered a trend, because I guess everything in your life could be considered a trend. From the fact that you're wearing clothes right now, to going to school, to making this video, to even talking with someone on a face-to-face basis. So I think that pretty much everything is a trend in my opinion.
Have you ever feared being an outcast?
100%. I felt like an outcast when I was younger, definitely. And I don't think I realized it as much until later. Even I think it's very scary for like freshmen coming to Penn State. At least for me, I was very nervous about like making friends and who I really fit in with. I don't think I even left high school knowing who my people really were, even if I did have friend groups. So I definitely feared it, and I think it's very logical to be fearful of it because being alone is really hard. I think that's a big reason why it's easy to just kind of cater towards a larger group.
I think this is something that everyone fears. I think that the people who say that they don't are lying, because even when I was at like the height of my secureness of being happy with the people around me, I was still constantly worried that something was going to happen, that rumors were going to be messed up, that people were going to spread things and I would lose what I had going. And so I think that, like, honestly, I don't think anyone doesn't fear being an outcast, because the people that call themselves outcasts still fit in a large amount of ways. Like, genuinely, I don't think anyone is truly an outcast, but I think everyone fears being one.
I feel like everyone fears being an outcast at some point in their lives. Because you never wanted to be that weird kid alone on the playground. You never wanted to be the one that was sitting alone at the lunch table. So I think that really influences, again, going along with the trends, because you don't want to be that outcast. You don't want to be that person alone.
You just have to find your group, and in your group you're not an outcast. You find the people who like the trends that you like, and dislike the trends that you also dislike, because there are different trends in different societies that don't necessarily coincide with just one rule set. So I've never feared being an outcast, but I have taken into consideration how differently people will view me, and because I don't want the negative reactions of people. So I kind of walk the line and see how it goes.
From what I inferred, the root of the problem is that we're stuck in our own echo chamber. We like something and suddenly the only thing we see is that thing. Yet the idea does not belong to us. It belongs to someone else, a trend created by another individual. The solution? Turn off that phone and be the trendsetter. Don't follow every trend. Create your own trends. Take care.